Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to J.H. Satcher Field on the campus of the University of South Carolina, Aiken, for this afternoon's softball matchup in the Peach Belt Conference between the North Georgia Nighthawks and the USC Aiken Pacers. I'm Reeves Altman saying thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon for an exciting afternoon full of action. Starting off after a doubleheader yesterday on Friday, the two teams split, so this will be the rubber match of the series. On the mound for the Pacers, in the circle for the Pacers this afternoon is number 19, Laken Phillips. She is 10-7 on the year with a 3.04 ERA and 115 innings pitched. And leading off for the Nighthawks this afternoon is left fielder number 6, Joey Lester, batting .387 in 46 appearances this year with a .560 slugging percentage and 33 RBIs. She will be stepping into the left-handed batter's box, and we are just moments away from first pitch here on the diamond. Phillips comes set, and the pitch on the way is high for ball one. North Georgia comes into the matchup today ranked number 12 in the country in Division II softball. The 0-1 on the way outside, now 2-0. On the year, the Nighthawks are 35-12, 17-3 in Peach Belt Conference play, and 11-9 on the road. The Pacers are 24-17, 7-10 in Peach Belt play, and 16-8 here at J.H. Satcher Field. Phillips set on the mound, and the 2-0 on the way is down the middle for a called strike one. Phillips set in the circle again, and the 2-1 on the way. Getting the outside corner, evening the count now at 2-2. Lester comes set in the mound. The count is even at 2-2. Corner's playing up for the Pacers. And the 2-2 from Phillips. It's going to be swung on and lifted into left field. Giving chase is the left fielder for the Pacers, Dewalt, and she's unable to get it, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. Also in chase was the shortstop, KB Moore. So that's the first hit for the Nighthawks here this afternoon. Stepping to the plate second is number 44, Olivia Sinkfield. Sinkfield batting .333 in 45 games this year with a .536 slugging percentage and 30 RBI. She'll be stepping into the right-handed batter's box here with nobody out and a runner on first here in the top of the first. Phillips set on the mound, and her first pitch to Sink was going to be a bunt directly back to the pitcher. She's going to step and throw to first. Covering from second is Brianna Dow for the Pacers to get the first out, but now the Nighthawks have a runner in scoring position here on second with one out away. Right fielder number 7, Madison Simmons, steps to the batter's box now. In 45 games played, she's batting .326 with a 6.612 slugging percentage and 31 RBIs and 8 home runs on the year. She is the third person in the lineup this afternoon and has a chance at an RBI here. And she swings at the first pitch from Phillips, and it's fouled off out of play down the first base line for strike one. So we have time called at the plate. It appears the umpire is walking off to get something out of his eye. Good to see he's okay. And we'll step back and return to action. Phillips setting the 0-1 on the way is high, now 1-1. The catcher for the Pacers this afternoon, number 11, Emily Ayers, gets it quickly back to Phillips in the circle. Center fielder playing deep. And the 0-2 was low. Making it now 1-2. 2-1 is the count. And a swing and a miss, now evening the count at 2-2. I apologize for that. There was a mix-up on the scoreboard. So the count is even now, 2-2, one out away. Runner on second here in the top of the first for the Nighthawks. Simmons comes set, choking up on the bat for contact here with 2 strikes. Phillips setting the circle, in the pitch is high, making the count full at 3-2. The count is full. Runner still on second. Payoff pitch from Phillips is going to be swung on and fouled back to the backstop, and we'll do it over. Three and two is still the count. Phillips in the circle is ready, and the payoff pitch is going to be fouled off by Simmons once again, and the count will remain full at 3-2. The 3-2 pitch swung on and hit into left field in foul territory. Giving chase is the left fielder DeWitt, but it's out of play, and the count remains 3-2 again after the fourth foul ball. The 3-2 again is going to be swung on the right side. Giving chase is the right fielder for the Pacers, and it is just getting out of play. That was Morley. She's unable to bring it back in, and we will do the 3-2 over. So an early battle at the plate here between Simmons and Phillips. The count has been 3-2 for the last 5 to 6 pitches. And we'll come set again. The payoff pitch. It's going to be caught right at the second baseman down. She's going to flip it to Moore for a double play, and the side is retired. Great play there by the Pacers on the 4-6 double play to end the inning for the Nighthawks in the top of the first. No runs on one hit and no people left on base. We will go to the bottom of the first inning. Pacers coming to bat for the first time, and the score tied at 0-0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the first inning here with USC Aiken coming to the plate for the first time. On the mound for the Nighthawks is number 31, Kristen Davis. Davis is 11-2 on the year with a 3.06 ERA. In 93 innings pitched, she has 81 strikeouts. Leading off for the Pacers is center fielder number 5. That's Warren Wexler. In 28 games, she's batting .299 with a .351 slugging percentage and 8 RBIs. And the first pitch she sees, she's going to hit into left field for a base hit. So the Pacers waste no time with getting their first hit on the board and the first base runner of the afternoon. Perfectly placed ball there right on the left side between the third baseman Nixon and the shortstop Perry. Now stepping to the plate is the second baseman, number 12, Brianna Dow. Dow is batting .333 in 41 games with a .524 slugging percentage and 23 RBIs. As the first pitch Dow sees is a ball. As Coach Poole gives the signal from third base. And we will continue. Davis brings it. Dow's going to show a bunt. No signal from the umpire yet, and it did catch the zone for strike one. And he's going to appeal to first, and now they're going to say she didn't go around. So it is now 2-0. 2-0 the count to Dow. Davis set in the circle. And the pitch again, Dow's going to show bunt. It's popped up, and diving for it is the first baseman, Sinkfield, but it is unable to get it. Great effort there by the Nighthawks first baseman. And the 2-1 is going to hit Dow in the ankle, it appears, and she's going to jog down to first and take her base. So the Pacers are in business here. They have runners on first and second with nobody away. Now stepping into the batter's box is catcher number 11, Emily Ayers, batting .349 in 41 games this season with a .628 slugging percentage, 36 RBIs, and 9 home runs. Runner on second, that's the center fielder Wexler, and first base is Brianna Dow. Ayers in at the plate, and Davis's first pitch from the circle just misses outside for ball 1. Corners playing in for the Nighthawks defensively. Center fielder playing deep along with the right fielder. The pitch to Ayers is swung on and hit right back to the backstop, evening the count now 1-1. And Ayers is going to swing at the 1-1 and pop it up into center field. Giving chase is Parker, and she makes the catch in shallow center field and brings it in quickly for the first out. Runners remain on first and second here with only one away. And that brings out the shortstop, number 8, KB Moore for the Pacers. Moore is batting .317 in 41 games this season with a .643 slugging percentage, 30 RBIs, and 11 home runs. Moore was the player that hit the walk-off home run for the Pacers yesterday in action against these Nighthawks. And the first pitch she sees is down the middle for strike 1. Moore playing shortstop defensively for the Pacers this afternoon. And the 0-1 on the way is outside for ball 1. The 1-0 to Moore is swung on and missed for strike 2. 1-2 now the count on Moore. One out here. Runners on first and second. Bottom of the first. USC Aiken and North Georgia tied at 0. Pacers have a runner in scoring position here. Davis set in the circle, and the 1-2 to Moore is going to be hit on the ground right to the second baseman. Forehand, she flips it to shortstop for 1, and a double play retires the side. So the Nighthawks in the Pacers half of the inning the same way they did earlier with a double play. There's a 5-6-3 double play to retire the side. For the Pacers in the bottom of the first, no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on base. We will go to the top of the second inning. The Nighthawks coming to the plate with your scores 0-0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to J.H. Satcherfield. Top of the second inning here between USC Aiken and North Georgia. Leading off for the Nighthawks is the designated player, number 23, Haley Cummings. In 44 appearances this season, Cummings is batting .338 with a .660 slugging percentage and 39 RBIs. She'll be stepping into the left-handed batter's box to lead off here. Phillips set in the circle, and her first pitch is high for ball 1. The 1-0 to Cummings is going to be hit down the left field line and foul, evening the count at 1-1. More in the cleanup, Cummings is in the cleanup position here in the lineup for the Nighthawks. Choking up on the bat for contact here with a strike. Phillips set in the circle, the 1-1 on the way. Swung on again down the left field line, but getting out of play quickly, moving the count to 1-2. Little to no wind here on the field. A lot different than last Saturday. The 1-2 on the way. Missing outside at 2-2. Count is even. Pitch from Phillips on the way is going to be swung on. Hit into shallow center field. Giving chase is Dewalt, the left fielder, and she makes the catch for the first out. Great communication there between Dewalt and the shortstop Moore, coordinating where each other were going to be to make the catch. Now batting second baseman number 26, Hannah Forehand, batting .348 and 46 appearances this season with a .606 slugging percentage, 38 RBIs, and 8 home runs. Phillips ready in the circle. And her first pitch to Forehand on the way. Just missing high for ball 1. The 1-0 on the way is called strike, moving the count to 1-1. The 1-1 to Forehand is a little high, but catches the zone to move the count to 1-2. One-two is going to be hit hard into left field for a base hit. Dewalt goes to a knee to make the catch and get it in quickly, and the Nighthawks have their first hit of the inning, now with only one away. Stepping to the plate is third baseman number 15, Gracie Mixon, batting .279 in 45 games this season with a .353 slugging percentage and 24 RBIs. Runner's going to take off for second, and as the first pitch to Mixon is popped up out of play outside of the Pacers' dugout, now 0-1. The 1-0 on the way. Popped up again on the playing surface. Dow has a read on it. She makes the catch right on the line for the second out. Center fielder number 2, Mallory Parker, now steps into the batter's box for the Nighthawks. Batting .341 in 35 games this season, .534 slugging percentage, 20 RBIs, and 2 home runs. Phillips set in the circle. Our first pitch to Parker is high for ball 1. The 1-0 is going to be swung on and fouled back behind the plate on the backstop. Now the count 1-1. One is going to be swung on and fouled off to the backstop again, now moving the count to 1-2. Runner on first, 2 away here in the top of the second. Your score still 0-0 between the Nighthawks and the Pacers. One-two is high, making the count now 2-2. 2-2 on the way. Just missing on the outside. They check the runner back at first, and she's back in time. Count now is full at 3-2. Count is full. Phillips ready in the circle. The pitch on the way is fouled off to the backstop, and we'll do the full count over. Payoff pitch again is going to be hit into left field for a base hit. Great piece of hitting there by number 15. That was Mixon. Excuse me, that was number 2, Parker, with the base hit. Perfectly placed into left field on a 3-2 count. That'll bring to the plate catcher number 71, Georgia Blair, batting 317 in 34 appearances this season, 476 slugging percentage, and 13 RBIs. First pitch to Blair, missing outside for ball 1. Runners on first and second now with 2 outs here in the top of the second for the Nighthawks. The 1-0 catches the outside of the corner of the strike zone, moving into 1-1. One is swung on and missed for strike 2. The 1-2 on the way, swung on and missed for strike 3, and the side is retired. For the Nighthawks in the top of the second inning, no runs on 2 hits and 2 left on base. We will go to the bottom of the second inning. Your score remains 0-0. Welcome back to the bottom of the second inning here for USC Aiken coming to the plate. Still tied 0-0. Leading off is the left fielder, number 14, Jenna Dewalt. Batting .328 in 39 appearances with a .466 slugging percentage and 11 RBIs. She steps into the left-handed batter's box to lead off the inning. Davis still working on the mound for the Nighthawks. And her first pitch is high and inside for ball 1. The 1-0 on the way. And it hits Dewalt, and she's going to take her base. Number 6, Skylar Morley, the right fielder, steps to the batter's box, now batting .274 for the Pacers. 34 appearances, batting .276 slugging percentage, and 5 RBIs. Runner on first, nobody away here in the bottom of the second. As Dewalt takes off for second, the throw down is not in time, and the Pacers have a runner in scoring position with no bunt away. Davis set in the circle. The 1-0 on the way is swung on and fouled off behind the plate to move the count to 1-1. One and one is the count. Pitch from Davis in the circle. She shows to bunt. Morley does, but pulls back. Count is now 1-2. Dewalt remains on second with no one away. The 1-2 to Morley on the way is going to be hit on the left side, caught by the shortstop. Great play there by Perry on a dive. They throw back to second, but is not in time. So one away here in the bottom of the second. Ashton White, number 21, the Pacers' designated player this afternoon, is now batting .254 in 30 appearances with a .271 slugging percentage and 3 RBIs. And she'll be stepping into the left-handed batter's box here with one away. Davis set in the circle. And the first pitch is outside for ball one. The 1-0 is on the inside, called strike one, now making the count 1-1. The 1-1 is on the way. White squares around to bunt, but pulls it back as the ball is in the dirt. Now 2-1. Bunt attempt again. Dewalt's going to make a play for third, and she is called out. And Coach Poole disagrees with the call. It was right. It was a very close play, but the call is out, and that will be the second out of the inning. Nobody on here, and the count 3-1. As time is called, as Coach Poole makes her case with the umpire. As we have time called on the playing surface, we're going to take a quick break here as a discussion is had by the umpires. Tied at 0-0, we'll get you the official ruling on the call when we come back. And welcome back. As you could probably see on the screen, the final ruling has been made and is called out. So 2 outs here. Base is empty. 3-1 is the count on the designated player, White. Davis comes set in the circle. The 3-1 now on the way. Going to be a line drive caught by Davis, and the side is retired. For the Pacers, no runs on no hits and nobody left on base. We will go to the top of the third inning. The Nighthawks coming back to the plate, tied at 0-0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the third inning here between USC Aiken and North Georgia. Leading off for the Nighthawks is shortstop, number 14, Maddie Perry. 46 games this season. Perry is batting .376 with a .408 slugging percentage and 15 RBIs. Phillips still in the circle for the Pacers. Third baseman Butts is playing up, and she's going to put a bunt down, and it rolls foul down the third base line for strike one. Butts playing extremely close down the third base line, almost halfway down to the batter's box. Also playing up is the first baseman, Shaves, for the Pacers. As the 0-1 to Perry is high, and the count now 1-1. The 1-1, she's going to put a bunt down again, caught right back to the pitcher. The throw over to first, gets away. Great backup there by the right fielder, Morley, to stop it quickly to keep the runner from advancing. Phillips had it on the mound, just rushed herself a little bit too much there, and the ball got past the first baseman, Shaves. Again, great play, great thinking on her feet by Morley to get behind that to keep the runner from advancing. As Coach Poole calls time and calls the infielders in for a meeting at the mound, we'll take a quick break and bring you back when the meeting is adjourned. Tied at 0 here in the top of the third inning, with the Nighthawks have a runner on first. And welcome back. As the meeting is over on the mound, the leadoff person is back at the plate for the Nighthawks. Left fielder number 6, Joey Lester, will come back in to bat here with a runner on first and no one out in the top of the third. Phillips set in the circle. Lester shows to bunt again. Ayers is going to check the runner at first, and she's back in time. One and 0 is the count. Lester shows to bunt again. As Ayers is going to check the runner, and it actually hits Lester as she's trying to get out of the way in the helmet. So the runner is going to advance, as I believe time is called. As time is called on the field, obviously, to check Lester, we definitely hope that she's okay. That was a hard hit, a very tough throw that hit her right on the helmet. As the coaches come over to check her, she appears to be all right, as the runner was able to advance to second. As Ayers is walking off now with the trainer, walking off under her own power. Definitely glad to see that. It does appear that she is going to be exiting the game as for now. So the count is 2-0, runner on second. It appears we're going to have a new batter coming up in just a few minutes. We'll see what Coach Davenport wants to do here for the Nighthawks. We'll get you a new number in just a second. And stepping in as a pinch hitter here is number 11, Mariah Wicker. In 28 games this season, she's batting .435 with a .652 slugging percentage and 5 RBIs. She'll be stepping in for the left fielder, number 6, Lester, after she exited the game after being hit on a throwdown in the helmet. So 2-0 now the count on Wicker. She takes over with the same count that Lester had. And she's going to square around to bunt and is going to get back quickly, moving the count now to 3-0. 3-0 the count. Phillips set in the circle. And the pitch on the way. She squares to bunt again. And it just misses outside for ball 4. So the Nighthawks now have runners on first and second and nobody away. Bringing to the plate first baseman number 44, Olivia Sinkfield. Top of the third. Runners on first and second. Nobody out here for the Nighthawks. As Sinkfield steps to the batter's box. Choked up on the plate, looking for contact here. Phillips set in the circle and the pitch on the way. She squares around to bunt. Right back to Phillips at the mound. She throws over to first. Dow covering for the first out as runners do advance to second and third. Great sacrifice there by Sinkfield on the bunt right back to the pitcher. Now the Nighthawks have runners in scoring position on second and third with only one out away. Right fielder number 7, Madison Simmons, now in the batter's box. Phillips set. Shaves at first base, playing up for the Pacers. First pitch that Simmons sees, she swings at and fouls back to the backstop for strike 1. Oh, and 1 is the count on Simmons, and the pitch from Phillips is popped up on the infield. The first baseman shaves is there, and she makes the catch for the second out. So 2 outs here, runners on second and third for the Nighthawks. Stepping into the batter's box as a designated player. That's number 23, Haley Cummings. Cummings is a cleanup batter in the lineup this afternoon, so a big at-bat here with 2 runners in scoring position and 2 away. Phillips set in the circle and the pitch. On the outside corner for strike 1. The 0-1 is swung on and fouled off on the left side, getting out of play quickly, now moving the count to 0-2. Ayers is going to come out to the circle and have a quick meeting with Phillips to discuss the next pitch. Oh, and 2 the count, 2 outs here on Simmons. Phillips set in the circle. And the pitch. Swung on and hit into left field. Giving chase is Parker. And it's Dewalt, the left fielder, that's going to make the play to retire the side. For the Nighthawks in the top of the third inning, no runs on no hits and 2 left on base. We will go to the bottom of the third inning. USC Aiken now coming to the plate, with the score remaining 0-0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the third inning. A quick update defensively for the Nighthawks. Number 11, Mariah Wicker, will remain in left field for the injured Lester. We definitely hope Lester is okay. And leading off for the Pacers is first baseman number 30, Mallory Shaver, batting .376 with 41 appearances, .624 slugging percentage, and 34 RBIs. Want to know the count on Shaver. The pitch from Davis. Missing outside, now 2-0. First baseman Sinkfield comes over to have a quick chat with Davis in the circle. And she comes back set. The 2-0 on the way. Missing low, moving the count to 3-0. Three and 0 is the count. And the pitch is down the middle for strike one. The 3-1 to Shaver now, missing high for ball four, and she'll take her base. So a leadoff walk for the Pacers here. Brings to the plate third baseman number 9, Taylor Butts. 38 games this season, she's batting .125 with a .181 slugging percentage and 7 RBIs. As Coach Poole appears to be making a substitution here. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner coming in. Now running for the Pacers at first base. Number 16, Courtney Leesner, will now be pinch running on first here. Bud steps into the batter's box now. No outs here with a runner on first in the bottom of the third. Davis set in the circle. Her first pitch is going to square around to bunt, but is high for ball one. The third baseman Mixon and the first baseman Sinkfield both playing up here. Second baseman Forehand is ready to cover at first base defensively for the Nighthawks. Corner's playing up again as she's in a square on a bunt. Perfectly placed bunt. Sinkfield's got a glove on it. Throws over to first. Forehand covers for the first out. As Butts has a perfectly placed sacrifice bunt right on the infield, moving the runner into scoring position with one away here. And back to the top of the lineup for the Pacers. Now batting center fielder number 5, Lauren Wexler. She'll step into the left-handed batter's box. Davis set in the circle, and her first pitch is high for ball one. The 1-0 to Wexler. Down the middle for strike one. The 1-1, an off-speed pitch just missing on the outside. Now 2-1. The 2-1 to Wexler now is going to be swung on and hit down the left field line, but going foul, evening the count at 2-2. Two and two is the count. Another off-speed pitch missing outside, moving the count full at 3-2. Great eye there by Wexler to hang off. So the count is now full. Lesnar remains on second. Davis setting the mound, and the payoff pitch on the way. It's going to be a chopper hit at the second baseman forehand. She gets a glove on it and throws over to first in time for the second out as the runner does advance to third. Runner on third here for the Pacers, 2 away in the bottom of the third. Now bringing to the plate number 12, second baseman Brianna Dow. And her first pitch is going to be swung on and lifted into center field. Under it is the center fielder Parker. She comes in to make the catch, and the side is retired. For the Pacers in the bottom of the third inning, no runs on no hits and 1 left on base. We will go to the top of the fourth inning. Your score tied 0-0. We'll bring you back when the Nighthawks come to the plate. Welcome back to the top of the fourth inning. Leading off for the Nighthawks is the second baseman, number 26, Hannah Forehand. Phillips now set in the circle. First pitch to Forehand on the way, missing high and outside for ball 1. And the 1-0 on the way, missing high and outside again, moving the count to 2-0. The 2-0 missing high again, now 3-0. Phillips setting the circle, the 3-0 on the way. And it misses outside for ball 4 in a very rare 4-pitch walk. And the Nighthawks have a runner on first with no one away. Now batting, third baseman number 15, Gracie Mixon. First pitch to Mixon is a ball against. That's 5 straight balls there for Phillips as Coach Poole is going to call time and have a meeting at the mound with Ayers and Phillips. We'll take a quick break and bring you back when the meeting's over. And we are back set for action here. As Coach Poole comes out to talk with Phillips quickly. 1-0 is the count now to number 15, Mixon. The third baseman busts for the Pacers, playing up, anticipating a bunt. And the 1-0 is down the middle, called strike 1. 1-1 now is the count. This is going to be swung on and fouled off. Just getting out of play on top of the Pacers' dugout, moving the count to 1-2. Runner still on first here, no outs. Top of the fourth inning, 1-2 is the count on the batter Mixon. Phillips ready in the circle, and the pitch. Swung on chopper, caught by Butts, throws over to first, in time for the first out. Great play playing it off the bounce for the first out. Runner does advance to second. Center fielder number 2, Mallory Parker, now stepping into the left-handed batter's box. Runner on second with one away here. First pitch she sees from Phillips. She squares around to bunt, and it's popped up into foul territory. Butts makes the play on the run for the second out. Great play there by Butts to make the play. And the runner will remain at second with only 2 outs. Catcher number 71, Georgia Blair, now in the batter's box. Runner in scoring position here for the Nighthawks. First pitch to Blair from Phillips on the way. Going to be swung on and fouled off behind to the backstop for 0-1. 0-1 is the count on Blair now. And the pitch is down the middle for strike 2. Oh, 0-2 now the count. Phillips set in the circle, and the pitch is going to be swung on, hit on a line right into the Nighthawks dugout, but everyone is able to get out of the way, and we'll do the 0-2 over. Oh, 0-2 remains the count, and the pitch just missing on the inside moves the count to 1-2. One and two, the count on the catcher Blair. Runner remains on second. 2 outs here, top of the fourth. Phillips comes ready in the circle. And the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and the side is retired. For the Nighthawks in the top of the fourth, no runs on, no hits, and 1 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Your score remains USC Aiken 0, North Georgia 0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the fourth inning here for the Pacers. Batting now is third catcher, number 11, Emily Ayers. And she swings at the first pitch she sees, and it's fouled off. Gets a piece of the catcher, and I believe the umpire as well, as everyone's able to walk it off. Oh, and 1 now the count to Ayers. The pitch on the way. Chopper hit to the second baseman forehand. She plays it and throws over to first in time for the first out. Now batting for the Pacers is shortstop number 8, KB Moore. First pitch to Moore is low for ball 1. And the 1-0 is on the inside. Moore couldn't get her hands around in time to make the count 1-1. The 1-1 is low, now 2-1. Two and 1 is the count on Morris. High and inside, now 3-1. Singfield's going to come over and give Davis a quick message as she returns to first. The 3-1 to Moore is going to be hit to the shortstop, Perry. She's going to play it on a bounce and throw over to first for the second out. 2 outs here. Bringing to the plate left fielder number 14, Jenna Dewalt. Stepping into the left-handed batter's box here. Davis ready in the circle. And the pitch is going to be swung on. Line drive to the second baseman forehand, but she makes the catch to retire the side. For the Pacers, no runs on, no hits, and nobody left on base. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Your score remains 0-0. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 5th inning, leading off for the Nighthawks is shortstop number 14, Maddie Perry. Third baseman Butts and first baseman Shaver playing up for the Pacers here. Might be anticipating a bunt. And she's going to swing and foul it off to the backstop for strike 1. Perry, the 9th batter in the lineup. So leadoff number 11, Wicker, stands on deck. Corners playing in still for the Pacers here. It's Phillips set in the circle, and the pitch is going to be a line drive out of play again, moving the count to 0-2. The 0-2 pitch on its way. Missing outside for ball one. One and two now the count. The pitch from Phillips is high, making the count even at 2-2. So after two quick strikes, Phillips having to battle here, making the count even at 2-2. And the 2-2 on the way. High and swung on, getting out of play just out behind the Nighthawks dugout, and the count will remain even at 2-2. Phillips setting the circle, and the 2-2 on the way is going to be hit right down the line for a base hit. Dewalt gets a quick glove on it and is able to get it in quickly, and the Nighthawks have a runner on first with no one out. Right down the line, just getting out of the infield for the fifth hit of the afternoon. Now stepping in, left fielder number 11, Mariah Wicker. Left-handed batter again. Butts playing up, anticipating a bunt again, potentially. Phillips taking her time on the mound, yet to toe the rubber. And the first pitch, Wicker squares around a bunt, and it's going to be fouled off at the plate for strike one. The 0-1 still, she squares around a bunt, a high again. They're going to check the runner at first, and there's no play. Count is even at 1-1 to Wicker. The pitch from Phillips is low. And they might have the runner in a run down, throw over to first. The runner was not back in time, but Shaver dropped the ball on the tag, so the runner is back safely. And the count now is 2-1. Great play there by Dow. As we have time called again, I believe the umpire has something in his eye. And we're good. Glad to see he's okay, as play will resume. The 2-1 on the way is going to be bunted down. Phillips has a play on it. Barehands it, throws over to first in time for the first out. Great play there on a barehand by Phillips, coming out of the circle to make the play. On that, the runner did advance to second, so there's one away here in the top of the fifth as the Nighthawks have another runner in scoring position. As the coach disagrees with the call, but the call will stand on the field as the runner at first is out. First baseman number 44, that's Olivia Sinkfield, now stepping into the batter's box. Phillips set in the circle, and the first pitch Sinkfield sees, she fouls off to the backstop, 0-1. The 1-0 to Sinkfield. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Oh, 2 the count. Phillips set in the circle. The pitch is swung on, fouled off, out of play down the first base line. Count will remain now at 0-2. 0-2 still the count. Infielders playing back defensively for the Pacers, and the pitch is swung on and popped up. Phillips is calling for it, and she makes the catch for the second out, coming out of the circle right in front of home plate. Just calling off Butts from third. So now there's 2 outs. Runner remains on second base. And right fielder number 7, Madison Simmons, will now step to the plate. First pitch to Simmons is called strike 1. Runner in scoring position on second for the Nighthawks. Still tied 0-0. The 0-1 on the way. Going to be swung on and lifted into center field. Giving chase is Wexler, and she makes the catch to retire the side. For the Nighthawks in the top of the 5th, no runs on 1 hit, and 1 runner left on base. We will go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Your score remains 0-0. Bottom of the 5th inning now, Pacers coming to bat. Leading off is the right fielder, number 6, Skylar Morley. Davis still on the mound for the Nighthawks, and the first pitch to Morley is low for ball 1. Morley appears to try and slap bunt that, but was unable to get to bat on the ball, and held back for ball 1. Sinkfield playing back, now charging. The 1-0 missing low again, now 2-0. The 2-0 high and inside, now 3-0. Davis set ready in the circle. The 3-0 on the way. Down the middle for strike 1. And now the 3-1 is going to be hit, lofted into left field, and Wicker is there to make the catch for the first out. Number 21, the designated player for the Pacers, Ashlyn White, now coming to plate. One out here, bottom of the fifth inning. Pacers only have one hit offensively this afternoon. I believe that was on the first pitch of the game. And a line drive is going to be right back up the middle, so I will eat my words there as the Pacers get their second run of the hit of the afternoon. Right on cue. Got right under Davis's glove in the circle and right into center field, just out of the reach of the diving forehand and Perry. They actually collided on the base path, but luckily they were able to get up both under their umpire. Both seemed to be okay. So runner on first here with one away for the Pacers. First baseman number 30, Mallory Shaver, now at the plate. And her first pitch from Davis is going to be swung on and lifted into left field, giving chase is Wicker. And she makes the catch right in front of the fence for the second out. Great hit there by Shaver, but it hung in just long enough for Wicker to get under it. So 2 outs now. It looked good off the plate, but hung just long enough. And the third baseman, number 9, Taylor Butts, now stepping into the batter's box with 2 outs here for the Pacers. Runner on first, tied at 0. First pitch to Butts is swung on and missed for strike 1. Oh, 1 on the way. Swung on and missed high for strike 2. Oh, and 2 now the count. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and the side is retired. For the Pacers, no runs on 1 hit and 1 runner left on base. We will go to the top of the 6th inning. Your score remains 0-0. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The designated player number 23 for the Nighthawks, Haley Cummings, will be leading off here in the top of the 6th inning. And the first pitch is going to be hit right back up the middle for a base hit. So the Nighthawks waste no time, and Cummings swings with the first pitch she sees and gets on base. With no one out, runner on first, bringing to the plate number 26, the second baseman, Hannah Forehand. Corners playing up defensively here for the Pacers might be anticipating a bunt to move the runner into scoring position. Phillips set off the circle. The pitch is high for ball 1. The 1-0 is high again, now 2-0. 2-0 now the count to Forehand. And that catches the zone for strike one. The 2-1 now on the way. Catching the zone again, evening the count at 2-2. The 2-2 is going to be swung on and lifted into foul territory down the left field line. The count will remain even there. The 2-2 on the way. Swung on and hit into center field for a base hit on a line. Wexler gets to it quickly and gets it in. And just like that, the Nighthawks have runners on first and second on back-to-back hits with no one out. Third baseman number 15, Gracie Mixon, now stepping into the batter's box as Coach Poole will call time and have a meeting with the infielders. We'll take a quick break and bring you back when the meeting is adjourned. Welcome back as the meeting is over. Third baseman Mixon now coming to the plate. Runners on first and second here with nobody away after back-to-back hits by the Nighthawks here in the top of the sixth. First pitch is low for ball one. The 1-0 on the way. Swung on and fouled off to the backstop to make the count even at 1-1. The 1-1 on the outside corner called strike two. So some tense moments here. 1-2 now the count on Mixon. Phillips set in the circle. The pitch on the way. Swung on and hit into center field. Giving chase is Wexler. She runs to make the catch for the first out. Getting it in quickly to Moore. Ball drifted quickly into right field, but she was able to get a read on it to make the catch for the first out. Center fielder number 2, There is a pinch hitter coming in for the Nighthawks. That's number 1, J.C. Michael. She will be batting for number 2, Parker, the center fielder. Runners on first and second, and she fouls off that pitch to make it 0-1. Phillips set in the circle, and the 0-1 on the way is hit it on a line drive down the left field line to make the count quickly 0-2. The 0-2 on the way is swung on and fouled off to the backstop again, keeping the count there at 0-2. Phillips set in the circle and the pitch on the way. Just missing outside, moving the count now to 1-2. The 1-2 now. Swung on and hit out of play on the left field line again. And now the 1-2 again. It's going to be swung on and hit. Butts has the read on it. She makes the play at third for the force out. Smart play there to hold the ball, not letting any more runners advance. But great play defensively there by the third baseman Butts for the Pacers. Played the ball on a bounce and got to the bag quickly for the force out. So runners remain on first and second, and there's 2 away. Appears we're going to be having another pinch hitter coming in for the Nighthawks here. Number 77, Marley Holmes, will be batting now. In 25 games this season, she is batting .171 with a .250 slugging percentage and 6 RBIs. So the first pitch Holmes sees is going to be swung on and fouled off out of play down the first baseline to move the count to 0-1. 0-1 now the count on Holmes as the sun starts to break through on a mostly cloudy afternoon here at J.H. Satcher Field. Phillips set in the circle and the 0-1 on the way is high for ball 1. And the 1-1 high again, now 2-1. And now the 1-1 again is swung on and missed to make the count 1-2. The 2-2 on the way is swung on and missed for strike 3, and the side is retired. For the Nighthawks in the top of the 6th inning, no runs on 2 hits and 2 left on base. We will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. USC Aiken coming to the plate with your score tied at 0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the sixth inning here for USC Aiken at the plate. Leading off his center fielder, number 5. That is Lauren Wexler. First pitch to her is outside for ball 1. Wexler is the leadoff batter in the Pacer lineup this afternoon, looking to break the 0-0 tie here as we get into the late innings. The 0-1 now on the way. On the outside corner, called strike 1. And the 1-1, an off-speed pitch missing low, now 2-1. Time is called at the plate. As Wexler will step out and take a couple extra practice swings. Now stepping back to the batter's box. Davis still in the circle. And the 2-1 on the way. Is going to be on the inside. Wexler turned to check her swing, but no signal. So the count now is 3-1. The 3-1 now on the way from Davis. Down the middle to move the count full to 3-2. And the payoff pitch is going to be hit sharply down the third baseline. Mixon is there to make the catch for the first out. Great play there by Mixon. They don't call it the hot corner for nothing here to make the first out in the bottom of the 6th. That'll bring up second baseman number 12, Brianna Dow, for the Pacers. Pitch from Davis on the way. Missing outside for ball 1. The 1-0 is going to be a line drive into right field for a base hit just out of the outstretched arms of Forehand. And the Pacers have a runner here and a base hit with 1 away. That'll bring to the plate catcher number 11, Emily Ayers. As we might have a pinch runner coming in here for Dow at first base. As Coach Poole is meeting with the home plate umpire here. As there is a new pinch runner coming in, number 3, Shaq Bosick. As Emily Ayers steps into the batter's box. Runner on first here, 1 away for the Pacers in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch to Ayers is on the outside corner, called strike 1. The 0-1 on the way. Missing outside, 1-1. The 1-1 to Ayers. Going to be swung on and hit right down the line sharply, but going foul, moving the count now to 1-2. One and two now the count. The pitch to Ayers. An off-speed pitch she's going to hit into right field, a fair ball. Moving from first to third is the pinch runner, and that's number 3, Bosket. And the Pacers have runners on the corners here with only 1 away in the bottom of the 6th. Great piece of hitting there by Emily Ayers, going opposite field, landing right on the line in the right field baseline, and the Pacers are in business here with one away, bringing to the plate number 8 shortstop KB Moore. Coach Poole has called time. We might have another pinch runner coming in here. And pinch running is number 2, Holly Dahm, now for the Pacers. She'll be on first. And Bassett is on third. There's a meeting at the mound defensively here for the Nighthawks. Appears to be a players-only meeting. As Moore steps to the plate now, Sinkfield and Mixon playing up. And Dahm is going to take off for second. It's going to be a check throw caught by the second baseman Forehand, trying to attempt Bassett to go from third, but she holds up. So the Pacers now have runners on second and third with only one away. And they appear to be intentionally walking Moore here to load the bases. 2-0 now the count to KB Moore. And the count moves to 3-0. The bases, unless things have changed, the bases will be loaded for number 14. That's Dewalt. And Moore will take ball 4, and the bases are loaded here with one away in the bottom of the 6th. A very high-risk, high-reward play there as the bases are loaded. Now you can force at any bag, but the bases are loaded. As we'll have a meeting defensively here for the Nighthawks, we'll take a quick break and bring you back. Bases loaded, one away here for the Pacers in the bottom of the 6th. And welcome back. Bases loaded, one away. Jenna Dewalt, the left fielder, number 14, will be stepping into the batter's box here for the Pacers. First pitch from Davis in the circle is going to be hit into the gap. It's got a chance off the wall. One run is in. Another run is in. Rounding third is Moore. The play at the plate is going to be safe. They're going to say she missed the tag, and the Pacers have a lead now 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th on a bases loaded, bases clearing triple from number 14, Dewalt, and the Pacers take the lead. Your score now 3-0. Wow, what a clutch hit. We have been waiting on big hits all afternoon from both sides, and Dewalt comes through and clears the bases in the biggest time of the game. Now stepping to the plate, right fielder number 6, Skylar Morley. Runner still on third with only one away here. Davis set in the circle, and the pitch is going to be caught by Forehand, the shortstop, and we got a run down now, and she is going to be tagged out in the base path as Morley's going to advance to second base on the fielder's choice. That was caught by the shortstop, Perry, thrown right back to Blair at home until the tag was applied by Mixon for the second out. So runner on second here, 2 away. That brings to the plate designated player number 21, Ashlyn White. With 2 away here, runners on second. Pacers lead 3-0. Davis set in the circle, and the pitch to White is low for ball 1. The 1-0 on the way to White. is low and away again, now 2-0. And the ball was high. It appeared that White was trying to get out of the way, but it accidentally hit her bat and rolled foul. So the count now 2-1. Two and one now the count to White. The pitch on the way. Swung on and hit down the first base line and foul, evening the count at 2-2. The 2-2 now. An off-speed pitch missing outside, moving the count full to 3-2. Davis set in the circle, and the payoff pitch is going to be a line drive falling into right field. There's going to be a play at the plate. And she's safe as the Pacers get another run. Great throw there from the right fielder, Simmons, just missing by half a step. So the Pacers get another run on the RBI single from the designated player, number 21, Ashlyn White. And the first baseman, number 30, Mallory Schaefer, steps to the plate now with 2 outs and a runner on first. Time is called now as Blair, the catcher, is going to come out to have a talk with Davis. So Shaver set in the batter's box now as play is resumed. Davis still in the circle. And the pitch. Called strike one on the outside corner. And the 0-1 is going to be hit into left center field for a base hit. Coach Poole is sending the runner from third. Now she's going to hold her up as Shaver has a double. That brings the runners to second and third. So the Pacers offense coming alive here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They have 4 hits and 4 runs in the inning. So runners on second and third here for the Pacers. Might have a pitching change coming up, and we do. So Davis's afternoon is done for the Nighthawks, and we'll have a new pitcher coming in. We'll get you her name, number, and information here in just a second. Runners on second and third with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. USC Aiken leading 4-0. Welcome back. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Nighthawks, number 18, Jordan Wazinski. She is 3-2 on the year with a 4.34 ERA and 29 innings pitched and 27 strikeouts. She'll be taking over now. Batting for the Pacers is number 13. Number 33. Now batting for the Pacers, Tara McGee. Runners on second and third with 2 outs here. Pacers leading 4-0 after a 4-run, 4-hit 6th inning. McGee swung on and fouled off the first pitch, moving the count to 0-1. The 1-0 and off-speed pitch, catching the zone for strike 2. Oh, 0-2 now the count, and the pitch on the way. Low and outside, now 1-2. The 1-2 to McGee. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and the side is retired. For the Pacers in the bottom of the 6th inning, 4 runs on 4 hits and 2 left on base. We will go to the top of the 7th inning. The Nighthawks coming to the plate trailing 4-0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 7th inning here at J.H. Satcher Field. USC Aiken leading North Georgia 4-0. And leading off for the Nighthawks is shortstop number 14, Maddie Perry. Phillips still in the circle for the Pacers. Butts and Shaver playing up defensively on the corners. And the first pitch on the way is going to be high. Perry squared around to bunt. Count remains 1-0. And the 1-0 is high again, now 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Catching the zone, now 2-1. Perry scores around a bunt again and fouls it off to the backstop, now evening the count at 2-2. We have time called on the field. Phillips is yet to toe the rubber in the circle. 2-2 is the count to Perry, as now she toes the rubber. She comes set. Pitch on the way. Swung on and hit down the left field line. Going foul. Keeping the count even at 2-2. The 2-2 on the way. Called strike 3 for the first out of the inning. Caught looking right on the outside corner, and Perry is down on strikes. That brings to the plate left fielder number 11, Mariah Wicker. First pitch to Wicker is down the middle, called strike 1. The 0-1 is fouled off out of play now, 0-2. The 0-2 now on the way, missing high, 1-2. One and two is the count. The pitch to Wicker is swung on and fouled off out of play down the left field line again, and the count remains at 1-2. The 1-2 on the way, missing high, evening the count at 2-2. The 2-2 is going to be a pop-up on the infield, caught by the second baseman Dow for the second out. And first baseman number 44, Olivia Sinkfield, will step into the batter's box with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Phillips set in the circle. The pitch on the way. Called strike 1. And the 0-1 is going to be a bouncing ball played by Butts. She's going to throw over to first in time. And the Pacers win. Your final score, USC Aiken 4, North Georgia nothing. Your final stats for USC Aiken: 4 runs on 7 hits and 1 error defensively. And for North Georgia, no runs on 7 hits and 0 errors defensively. The Pacers improved to 25-17 on the year, 17-8 here at J.H. Satcher Field, and the Nighthawks fall to 35-13 and 11-10 on the road. The Pacers will be back in action this Wednesday at home with a doubleheader against Limestone College, and that'll be a doubleheader starting at 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. That'll about do it this afternoon. Pacers win the game and take the series by a final score of 4-0 over number 12 North Georgia. For all live stats and updates, please go to www.pacersports.com for all your USC Aiken athletic updates. That'll do it for us here this afternoon. I'm Reeves Altman saying thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time.